Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So inshallah, what we're going to be doing in this lesson is we are going to be doing some practice. So we finished some Mustalah, some terminologies of hadith. But what we're going to be doing now is just practicing these. So obviously, we can look at this hadith number 464648 from Mishkat al-Masabi, which correlates to hadith number 5210 from Abu Dawud. So if anybody's like done usul hadith before, I know you can't do usul hadith from Mishkat. Mishkat doesn't have a sanad. But we can do this hadith because you've seen the words and you've seen some text, so we'll use that as a primer. So this is a hadith that you've done in Mishkat. So an Ali ibn Abi Talib, my concern is not regarding the text, the meaning of the hadith. That you've done that already. My concern is regarding the chain. So what we have here, an Ali ibn Abi Talib, and then at the end of this, and it says here, رواه البيهقي في شعب الإيمان مرفوعا وروى أبو داود وقال رفعه الحسن بن علي وهو شيخ أبي داود. So here, an Ali ibn Abi Talib. What kind of hadith is this where it starts, where the whole chain is missed out? From the beginning of the sanad. What's this called? So, yeah, so technically it should be called mu'allaq, where the narrator misses out some of his chain or his sanad, up beginning of the sanad or the entire part from the beginning misses out. Yes. However, so that's a technical. That's a left. However, let's go on one more rule here. If the author or the speaker, he doesn't even have a sanad, he's actually saying Rawahul Bayhaqi. He's quoting somebody else. Then this is not called mu'allaq anymore. If Imam Bukhari's got a chain and he misses out the chain, this is called mu'allaq. Imam Malik's got a chain, rahimahumullah, he misses the chain out, or he emits on the chain, that's called a mu'allaq. Same Imam Muslim. Are you following me? So if the author, he has a chain or he misses a chain, then this is called what? Mu'allaq. If you are just quoting somebody else, another person's book, then this is called what? Takhrij. If you narrate the hadith without a sanad altogether, and you just quote somebody else, it's called mukharrij or takhrij. Do you understand? You're not bringing your own chain. You're just bringing, well, Bayhaqi has his chain, he says this. So yes, technically it is called mu'allaq, but this is normally called takhrij, or he's called a mukharrij, it's called mukharraj. So the mukharraj is the one who narrates it, and mukharraj is a thing, and called takhrij, where you take a hadith from another book out. So you are extracting. Have you understood this meaning? Yes? So yes, it is ta'liq from what we've done before, now we learn a new word here. If you're just taking somebody else's narration, this is called what? Takhrij. Yes, understood? Okay. What is it here? It says here, marfu'an. What do we have here? Rawahul Bayhaqi fi shu'ab al-imani marfu'an. What does that mean? What does marfu'an mean? The Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But what do we have here? وَأَنَ Ali ibn Abi Talib قال. What does the top of the chain look like? It's what? It looks like mawquf. It looks as if it's Ali radiyallahu anhu's statement. So then he says here, وَرَوَى أَبُو دَاوُود. Imam Abu Dawud, so Imam Bayhaqi narrates it. He's got a book called Shu'ab al-Iman. He narrates it. But Abu Dawud, rahimahullah, who's one of the 6 books from the authors, one of the Musannifun, who've compiled one of the 6 commonly used books, he says, رَفَأَهُ al-Hasan ibn Ali. What does that mean? رَفَأَهُ al-Hasan ibn Ali. What does Rafa'a mean here? Yeah, so Hasan ibn Ali. Who's Hasan ibn Ali? Who's Hasan ibn Ali? The Shaykh of Abu Dawud. When the word Shaykh is used, what does it mean here? The teacher of Abu Dawud. So a normal person is called a Rawi. The teacher of a Rawi is called his Shaykh. Okay? So the teacher of Abu Dawud narrates it. So Imam Abu Dawud. So let's look at Abu Dawud. Or let's look at Bayhaqi first. So Bayhaqi says, أخبرنا أبو علي. He got his name, I don't know, Ruzbari. أخبرنا Muhammad ibn Bakr. Then he says here. So the red part is what Imam Bayhaqi says. And what is it? What comes in Imam Bayhaqi's chain? What do you have in Imam Bayhaqi's chain? So Imam. So what do we have here? So what we have here, we have that Imam Bayhaqi's chain goes through Imam Abu Dawud. He doesn't have his own chain. Are you following me? So Imam Bayhaqi's chain is actually quoting Imam Abu Dawud. So there's no specific benefit, from my understanding, of mentioning Bayhaqi says and saying Abu Dawud says it because Imam Bayhaqi goes to Imam Abu Dawud. So I'm not sure why he quoted Imam Bayhaqi as a primary quotation as opposed to Abu Dawud. Because when Imam Bayhaqi narrates, he narrates what Abu Dawud is saying anyways. Are you following? Yes? Are you following me so far? Everybody understand? They say حدثنا Hasan ibn Ali. Who's Hasan ibn Ali? Who's Hasan ibn Ali? The teacher of Abu Dawud. Then he has his whole chain, and then at the end he says, so he mentions the chain. He says, An Ali ibn Abi Talib, and then he says, قال Abu Dawud, رفعه al-Hasan ibn Ali, and then the hadith that you guys mentioned the meaning here. So the question is, he says here, he mentions Ali radiallahu anhu, then he says here, Hasan ibn Ali made it marfu. What's the question you might have here? What question could you have? What could come to mind here? If he's saying rough, yeah, go ahead. Why didn't? No, well, no. Not the right words. You got why didn't? Not you want to say that. Why didn't? Who make it? Why didn't? If Imam Abu Dawud is saying Rafa'ahu al-Hasan ibn Ali, then what's the question? Should be why didn't? Why did he just say An Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam? Why did he just say Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam? Are you following? If the narrator Imam Abu Dawud, he's saying that my teacher Hasan ibn Ali, he made it marfu', why not just say An Ali ibn Abi Talib An Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam? Or Anna Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam? Why not just say that? If it is marfu'. Are you following me? Do you understand the question? Does it make sense, everybody? So the answer to that question is, there's a few possibilities. Number one is, maybe he's not sure. So even though his teacher made, he says, so maybe he was absorbing some responsibility. That he's made it marfu', I'm not guaranteed it. Maybe he had other chains, other information in front of him, which put a question that he didn't think is marfu'. One possibility. Number two, maybe he's unsure, he can't recall. He's thinking here, like, so number one is he's saying that he's put the blame, not the blame, but the onus on him, that he said it's marfu'. I'm not going to say it's marfu' because I'm not sure. Or maybe wara'an, just to be precautious. Yes, so two possibilities. Maybe he's unsure, he doesn't want to put it on himself. He's saying that it lies on him. I am not saying it's marfu'. Or maybe, for example, other narrators narrated it without being marfu'. So he's saying he narrated it as marfu'. Are you following me? So sometimes you have this statement. So instead of having the marfu' aspect, like explicit, like right here, Anna Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, instead of having that, you have this kind of thing, Rafa'u al-Hasan ibn Ali. You understand? So and this is the Abu Dawud. So, and this is the same exact sanad. So when the Sahib al-Masabi, when he put the Bayhaqi, I'm not sure why he done that, because it's the exact same sanad, exact same wording. So why he put Imam Bayhaqi and not Imam Abu Dawud, I don't know. You following? So you have the same thing here. Okay. Now one question here is, why do you think was this in the original text of Abu Dawud or of Bayhaqi? وهو شيخ أبي داود. Why do you think he put that in? Why do you think the Sahib al-Masabih put that in? Any question? Anybody know? Think? MashaAllah. Very good. Very good. So that's why. So here, what would you call this? Because he's saying here, this Hasan ibn Ali is the teacher of Abu Dawud and not whom? Hasan ibn Ali. It's not this person here. Because he doesn't have the sanad here, does he? There's no sanad. So a reader might think, okay, maybe Hasan ibn Ali. What's this called in Usul Hadith? When you have two names that have different meanings. It's called what? Yeah, al-muttafiq wal-muftariq. It's called muttafiq wal-muftariq. However, when you have the whole chain, there's no really need to mention it. Because why? Hasan ibn Ali is what? Imam Abu Dawud's teacher. And Hasan ibn Ali is going to be here. So, you're looking at centuries in between them, isn't it? So when you have the whole chain, there's no confusion. It's not muttafiq and muftariq. It is muttafiq and muftariq, but you'll know straight away that this is two different people altogether. But when there's no chain mentioned, it's well, you might get confused as to whom this is. So this could be a muttafiq and muftariq. So therefore he's mentioned, وَهُوَ شَيْخُ أَبِي دَاوُودَ. Don't get confused between Hassan ibn Ali. What does that mean? Does that mean Ali ibn Abi Talib's son? Because his name is also what? Hassan ibn Ali. It's muttafiq. But the ashkhas are different. It's muftariq. They're different people. So that's why he probably mentioned that one here. Understood? Yes? So you see how a few terms have been used here? Yes? Everyone understand? Any questions regarding this? Yeah? Okay, let's stop here, inshallah. So we do practice of a few of these hadiths, bit by bit, so we get practice of the terms, inshallah. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.